Good afternoon, students. How are you all doing today? Hope you are doing great. This lesson is about crime and national security. In the last class, we talked about crime, common crime. We explained what common crime is. We gave examples of common crime. This time, we're going to talk about crimes that affect national security. What is national security? National security can be said to be the ability of a country to protect itself from threats of violence or attack, either from within itself or from outside the shores. So, national security is a way in which the country can have a firm grip of their duty. That means the government has to have a firm grip of what is going on in its country so as to protect its citizens, those that are citizens and even the foreigners. So to be free, to have a free life and to be peaceful wherever we live. Yes. So it is an important duty of government to make sure that there's security in his land. So there are some steps that ensure national security. For us to promote national security, there are some steps that should be taken. One is for that country to have a diplomatic way of cooperating with other nations. By so doing, it's going to eliminate these threats. Another way is using intelligence service, things like the Secret Service, the NIEs. This group of people help in getting vital information they detect information and they use this information to protect the nation. They give the necessary group that will take care of the nation. For example, if this Secret Service have some specific information, they can tell it or they can relate it to the military. In Nigeria, those groups that are under the military are the armed force, are the army, the navy, and those in the air. That's the, what do we call them? Help me. Yes. The Air Force. Very good. I know you know it. Very good. So the army, the navy, and the Air Force, all this group put together at the Nigerian military. So another step is by using secret police to prevent internal threats. You know what the police does? So they are expected to use information to prevent this kind of threats. Likewise, the same group, the intelligence, the NIA or SS, can still give them information so as to be able to prevent any aggression that is coming to the state. Then the fourth one is an economically strong nation facilitates protection or facilitates cooperation. When a country has enough money, they can put down a number of facilities. For example, in Nigeria, the Air Force or the Army is well equipped with its let's say it's warfare. They have a lot of warfare. They have enough budget to buy arms. They bought, and recently they bought some powerful jets to fight the Boko Haram insurgents in the northeast. All these are part of the facilities that they need. When they have this, they can use to fight, they can cooperate with each other and fight off any form of aggression. Yes. Another way of ensuring national security is encouraging love and patriotism. We all know that Nigeria is a big nation that has diverse group of people, different ethnic groups, different religion, but all in all, we still stand together as one. For as long as there's love, we'll be able to promote patriotism. Patriotism, just imagine an example of a very important example of patriotism among Nigerians is when there's a football match. When there's a football match, we don't know who the next person is. We all remember that we are all Nigerians, whether it's from Ishekiri or whether it's from Borno, whether it's from Idoma. We forget all that. We won't forget whether we are Muslims or Christians. We all shout, "Yeah, Nigeria, Nigeria!" That is what you hear when you go to a booth where the football match is going on. So that is a good example in Nigeria of a way we show our own patriotism. Yes. So now, let's quickly go down to crimes that affect national security. Which type of crime will affect national security? Yes, one is pipeline vandalization. Have you ever heard that word? You must have. Pipeline vandalization. Who can tell me what pipeline vandalization means? Yes? Say it, yes. Yes, I can hear you. Yes, mashallah. Very good, mashallah. So as I've said, pipeline vandalization is the damaging of pipeline that carries crude oil or petroleum products. These pipelines carry crude oil or petroleum products. So whenever these pipelines are damaged, that is what we call vandalization. And when this happens, remember that the mainstay of Nigerian economy is petrol. Is this crude oil that either in crude form we export crude oil to other nations. So when this pipeline is being vandalized, what we are supposed to import has been broken off, and some people are there. They've damaged it for whatever reason they might have. So by so doing, they are causing economic loss to the nation. Another one that's closely related to pipeline vandalization is oil bunkering. What is oil bunkering? This is simply stealing of oil. When people they can burst the pipelines to steal oil from it. And that also is an economic loss. Because by the time they, cut that pipeline or steal the pipeline, by the time they steal this oil, they have definitely caused a loss to the nation. Whatever they remove from that pipeline is a minus to the purse of the nation. Alright, so now example of such is this oil bunkering. This example of oil bunkering. You can see this man is stealing. He has stolen 2 buckets of oil. You can see that. And I'm sure after pouring this one, wherever he's taking it to, he's going to come back to take more. You can see how our money is going. This is another example of terrorism. We're going to talk about terrorism now. This is a bomb blast state. Can you see the bomb blast in this place? Is a hotel. You can see the beautiful hotel here. You can see the cars that are parked have all been blown off. And God knows there might be people inside these cars, and that is the end of these people. Remember, they have families. So that is the danger of terrorism. What is terrorism? It's the use of brutal force in seeking redress. Those people that are involved in terrorism, whenever you ask them, why do you do this? They will have a reason. But whatever their reason is, that is not the best way to go about it. They use force to get redress. And most times they don't even get any redress. People just see them as criminals and they are treated as criminals. Look at the Northeast now, they are being blown. The military men just blow them up. So nobody even wants to know why they are doing it. So they attack, and sometimes when this blast happens, they attack foreigners. And when foreigners are being attacked, the government of those people, of those foreigners, sometimes they feel bad about what has happened in a nation, maybe in Nigeria, for example. For example, there is a bomb blast. For this picture I showed you, if a foreigner is among those that died here, the government of that nation will ask questions. What happened? Where are your intelligence? What went wrong? Why couldn't you curb this crime? They will make noise about it. And that can lead to conflict between nations. And sometimes when this type of terror attack takes place, we have some places that are places of attraction for tourists. When they know that in a country there's terror attack, those foreigners don't come around for tourism. So there's going to be economic loss in that part of in that sector. So there's no revenue for tourists for tourism in Nigeria if such keeps on repeating itself. So another crime that affects national security is human trafficking. And we said human trafficking is the trading of human beings. So when these people are being traded, the country loses able-bodied men and women that will have been able to develop the nation and which will lead to progress of the nation. So when human trafficking takes place, as I've said, most times it is the youth that are usually trafficked, and these youths are those that will help in building our nation. So that is also another loss for the nation. So as I've shown you these crimes, this is a terror attack, and these are oil bunkering. These are examples of some of crimes that affect national security. So how can we promote national security? There are so many ways of promoting national security. The citizens must be patriotic. When you are patriotic, you forget about negative behaviors. You try to make your society or your nation better. That is patriotism. You desist from any form of negative attitude or crime. So another way also is by being vigilant. You have to be observant. When you see anything that is wrong, you report to the right authority. So those are some of the ways in which we can curb or ways of promoting national security. So we're going to stop here. You have an assignment here which says you should mention 3 ways of ensuring national security, and you should list 8 crimes that affect national security. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Assalam.